Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. And welcome back to the GVO show, people. We're back with another episode. Man, like Alfie, as always, every Monday night, bruv. How you been, man? Inside, outside of football and that? How you been?
Yeah, all good, all good. Just counting down the days to the start of the season now. I want it over and done with as quickly as possible. Um, yeah, I ain't got faith in this fucking club, but yeah, we're back with the GVO show, people, as always, and yeah, we're here to just chat about a bunch of shit.
Yeah, as we always do, bruv. As we always do. Obviously, Alfie's link is in the title as always, people. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. You should by now. If you don't, you're gonna get a happy slap randomly in your sleep. I can't lie. Randomly, it's gonna be some guy just slaps you. But yeah, listen, I don't know why people are over analyzing preseason, but it don't matter. It don't matter because I've been wondering to know your opinion on your preseason in general, but also a lot has come out of the Tottenham game when you man lost to Tottenham. Like a lot of talk about Romero doing up Havertz, Gyokeres, the memes that have just been going on, the fact that Sarr goal, David Raya, Gabriel's coming back from injury, isn't it? He's still
Yeah,
not. Yeah. So what's been going on at Arsenal? You brought some merch that looked like a Real Madrid kit. I thought it was a Real Madrid kit. I can't lie. I legit thought it looked like a nice kit. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it was a Real Madrid kit. But what's been going on at Arsenal, man? The Tottenham game, everything. What did you make of that game? Pre-season, everything.
well, obviously I watched it with Elijah. Big up Elijah every single time.
Big up pleasure.
And one of the things I took away from the game was this is what I'm going to have to look forward to this season.
Yeah.
Big up Merrick. Happy birthday to Merrick as well, by the way.
Happy birthday, Merrick. Everyone wish happy birthday to Merrick in the chat.
Yeah, I thought the game was poor. I thought we were poor. I think we allowed them. I think what we allowed them to do is we allowed them to take that 1-0 lead and just sort of sit back like they did in the Europa League final.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if those are the kind of results that you're getting, then by all means do what you think is going to work. As far as I'm concerned, we were stupid again. Why we started 29, I don't know. Like this guy, I've said this already. How this guy could be the only guy that bolts up and is still as useless as he was before. What can he do now? Oh, he can body people off the ball. Good for him. In front of goal, he's fucking useless. And then you bring on Gyokeres for what, 10 minutes?
It's ridiculous.
Not only that, it got to us about 74 minutes. Saka went down injured. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? Pre-season, you're letting him go down injured. You're letting him play that much football in pre-season.
Because he hasn't learned his lessons, has he?
He hasn't.
Like, do you think the whole Gyokeres, the amount of time he got on the pitch compared to Havertz, is a sign of things to come? Or do you think it's just a case of he was early and he only just signed?
It better fucking not be. It better not be a case of this is just going to be the same and we're going to see Havertz starting game in, game out. I will cook this manager till the end of time, till the wrath comes.
Bruv, I can't lie. I feel like everything about Arsenal right now is spiraling. Everything. And what I mean by that is, it's like when your fan base is having a lot of discourse about the balance of your team. It's like they finally figured out, okay, maybe Declan Rice, we're using him wrong. Maybe, just maybe, we're using him wrong. the whole Gyokeres Havertz thing is going to be interesting next season, to be honest, because of the whole dynamic between them two. And
But
you've
at the
got
end of the day, anyone involved in football should know that the logical answer is if you spent that sort of money on a striker, you fucking start him. You've got no excuse. Fucking start him.
I think low key as well, you brought him at the wrong part of preseason because now you've got to get him up to fitness because he hasn't been playing for Sporting, so he hasn't played football in a while. So now you've got to get him up to fitness for the season, and either you start him against Man United and he doesn't look as sharp, or he just comes off the bench and Havertz ends up just playing anyway, which is what I think is going to happen. I don't know about you though. What do you actually think is going to happen?
I'd like to think that we'd play with sense and maybe give him 45 minutes or so in the upcoming preseason games that we've got, because we've got Villarreal on Wednesday, and then no, actually we've got Villarreal tomorrow, I think.
So you got Villarreal tomorrow.
No, wait, it actually is Wednesday, 6th of August, and then we've got who is it? Bilbao in the Emirates Cup on Saturday. So I think we play him in those games.
Mm.
Get him up to speed, give him 45 minutes or so. And then if he's playing well, if he's up to fitness, start him against United.
A couple of things. Big up to Warrior. So GVO show will be getting timestamp as soon as the season starts. For now, it's watch along timestamp on this channel. Big up to Warrior every single time. Warrior is
Big
king
up,
of the
Warrior.
timestamps. Helps me
Big up,
clip up a
Warrior.
lot of stuff, by the way. When you can just click on a timestamp and I can clip shit. So
Big
big up
up,
to Warrior.
Warrior.
But also, Warrior asked you, is Alfie done with Martinelli, by the way, since he was shocking in that Spurs game?
Yeah, again, he was shit. He was shit. At this point, Saudi call in.
Mm.
Like, just not looking up again. Making autistic runs.
They head down again. They head down.
I'm surprised he's not fucking Naruto running at this point.
Oh, is that the one with the arms up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I only know that because there was people in my school that used to either Sonic
Same.
run or Naruto run.
Same.
Like, there were just people that used to do that at my school. That's the only reason why I know that, because I don't watch anime. But Martinelli loves that, innit? Just looks down and doesn't, like, look up to cross the ball. Doesn't look where the options are. Wants a left wing touchline. Boom.
He's like a Brazilian Neil.
What, from in between us?
Yeah.
Hey, low-key, they kind of look alike. Kind of. They do kind of look alike.
Exactly why I said it.
Low-key, they do actually kind of look alike. That's a
That's a bit too far, Dave, though. That's a bit too far.
Havertz is your
Okay,
best
yeah,
striker.
well, oh, for fuck's sake. I know Charlie loves to say this sort of shit.
But Charlie does make a good point, though. Like, Liga has been calling up for a while. Only Arsenal fan talk says. Like, this is the thing. He's, as Dave put, yeah, Liga has been talking about it since 2019. I feel like every time, I'm not even just saying it just because, like, cool, people are going to say, oh, because you know him. Bro, Liga has been saying shit for a while, yeah. And then people only talk about when you man lose. When
What
you
about
man lose.
Martinelli?
No, just in general, the Arsenal situation. Like, the state that you're in, Arteta and all that. He's been on it for time. I feel like every time Arsenal lose as well, I get him recommended of an old video of when he was originally Arteta out and all of this as well. Like, I feel like people don't listen to that side of YouTube enough in terms of when we're actually talking about actual discourse. Like, in terms of, he's been talking about it for a while where Arteta is not the guy to take you forward. Arteta's not the guy to take you back to glory, whatever. He's been on that for a while, but he's also kept that standard way before he was title challenging. I don't know what you think as an Arsenal fan yourself, but from an outsider, I could only really look at him originally before I knew who Northside was, before like we talked together, knew your opinion. Like, when it comes, that's the only one that I saw calling it out at the time.
Yeah, I think Lee Gunner was one of the main ones who was calling out Arteta from the start.
Yeah. Like, I just think he kept to his principles. I feel like a lot of people were calling him, like, I get this a lot of West Ham, like, a lot of people think, why are you negative in this? Like, I'm a West Ham fan. But you have to call it out how you see it. Just about any club, like any club, you have to call it out how you see it. In my opinion, like he was just calling out how he sees it, but he gets shit for it. I don't see. I don't know why, Alfie. We like as a fan, you could get called out for calling out shit just because it is shit. You know what I mean?
I don't get some people.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get some people.
Like I don't understand Arsenal fans in general. A big up Max and
Me
Alfie. We're gonna
neither.
have some mad crash outs this season, and honestly, I'm happy to sabotage the season to see Arteta to get sacked. I feel like you feel the same.
I mean, I've already said we're finishing outside the top four.
Fairs. But to be fair, you said that last season. Said that last season after the Bournemouth game. Elijah asked, I see Arsenal YouTubers talking about how the team is set up when it's just pre-season and how they winning anything next season. Are there any YouTubers Alfie looks to for analysis, like Arsenal YouTubers? Who would you say your go-to Arsenal YouTubers? And not necessarily like, doesn't even have necessarily be like people like you collaborate with or anything, but just like go-to Arsenal people that you say.
But to be fair, one of them is Shane. Big up Shane, as
Big
always.
up shit. Yeah.
Views as well, to be fair. I think Views, he talks a lot of sense. And I mean, he understands, we both understand where we're coming from. And I think, who else would that? I think probably one more would probably have to be Lee.
I feel like you resonate with Lee.
Mm.
What like because like I feel like he set a precedent for a while though. Like I don't like because I've met obviously I know Northside did it. He's thought about what he's thought about for time. He's kept his opinion. He thinks the same off camera. People don't believe, by the way, that everyone thinks the same off camera. Like a lot of people
Mm.
put on an act. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like come on, man, it's not that unbelievable to think that some people might be critical of their club off camera.
Mm.
Like people think like I don't know whether people think I'm put on an act. I doubt it because we're West Ham, but no one's shouting at that camera for the sake of it.
No.
Unless you're mad trying to rage bait. Like if I'm doing a watch along, especially, that's true feeling. I'm watching the game. It's based off my feeling in the game. And it's like people will go at like a Leo Northside for not celebrating or whatever, or whatever. But they've seen it all before. Like so I feel like if you've seen decades of football before and you're like, I'm gonna choose to stand on my laurels and I'm not gonna celebrate because I know what it leads up to. It builds up like hope for nothing. Unless I can see something like to get behind, and it's just a cheeky last minute winner, back post, whatever. That doesn't mean you're going to win the next 5-6 games or anything, or go on a streak to go on and win a league. You know, I feel like there's a lot of part-time analysis.
I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense because I remember hearing an interview back from 2017. Can't remember what game it was, but it was in Man United's Europa League run when they won the Europa League that season under Mourinho. I remember Mourinho saying after a game that bad performance with good result is just a good moment. Like, but a good performance with a good result sets the kind of kind of gives precedent of what's going to happen over the next few games.
Yeah. Like, and I think true words will never be spoken because I feel like that happens a lot in the Arsenal Man United fan base where a lot of the moments get talked about rather than a lot of like the backboard plans. Like I hear a lot about the Real Madrid game over the past summer. Over the summer, I hear a lot about Arsenal fans talking about the Real Madrid game. A lot, like especially tweeted out or on YouTube, where it's like, oh, that was a good moment, and stuff like that as well. But like the Real Madrid game led to nothing. It led to what we thought Arsenal would do: beat Real Madrid to then lose to whoever their next opponent was. Granted, me and Prime thought it was going to be Aston Villa, but it ended up being PSG. But the Arsenal fans look back at that Real Madrid moment and think, "Oh my God, look what we achieved."
And I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, Understandable though, when you have to put what you have to put with your fan base in it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which Arsenal YouTubers would you like to work with apart
Yeah.
from Troops, Turkish, and Kurdish?
Apart from who was the last one? Sorry.
Curtis Shaw, Troops, Turkish, and Curtis Shaw. So apart from them three, who are like the ones that you'd like to? I guess because he's asking who you'd like to work with. So I guess it's people you haven't worked with before.
Well, I mean, I did kind of meet Northside during the what was it? The
Eubank
Conor
fight.
Ben, yeah, Conor Ben Eubank fight.
Yeah.
Um, I'd definitely say like I'd love to collab with Lee.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. I mean, I could have, but I
Mm.
was tired and had to go to bed. I was knackered that night. I mean, you said apart from Troops, and Turkish as
Yes.
well.
Yeah. So I guess like you'd probably want to work with Northside, and you said Lee.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of, like, to be fair, you've collaborated with quite a few Arsenal YouTubers like already. But there's also a lot of Arsenal YouTubers. So I guess if there's anyone else that came to mind, oh yeah, maybe Don Robbie one day. You never know. Hey, you never know. You never know. That's said. The Don is here,
nah,
baby.
Yardman.
Oh my days, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I love that. You and the Yardman collab would be funny, bro. Yeah, but big up Shane and Views. Shane and Views are very
Yeah,
underrated. Shane and
legends,
Views and
man.
Lee. Yeah. Shane Views and Lee makes sense. Elijah asked another question. Do you both feel like people like Views, Northside, Lee, etc., get too much hate because they're always remaining skeptical? I don't want to be labeled as a Spurs fan who's always moaning. I can't lie. Like before you go, I would like to just chip in and just say like I do agree with this because like when you think of like just fan discourse, it's always like fans like trying to embrace the true fan mode where they try and go ultra positive for the sake of it. Or they're like, just get behind the team, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. As long as we get behind the team, like at least we've done our bit. And that's why I hear a
Yeah,
lot from the fans. I get that a lot in my fan base as well. We just gotta back them. No, I'm not on that. But I feel like these like Views, Northside, Lee do get too much hate. Because I remember when I first watched Lee, for example, I was quite late to his channel. So it was on like Matisse's channel, and I just assumed because he was an Arsenal fan, he was going to be delusional. But then he had a bit of a higher standard, and I was like, fair enough, fair enough. I was not expecting this from an Arsenal fan because I grew up with Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans are stupid.
yeah, but you think about it, Lee's grown up watching Arsenal like during the '80s. Like he saw the Michael Thomas winner at Anfield. He's seen
Mm,
the win at winning the league at Old Trafford, winning the league at White Hart Lane. Like he's been there, he's seen that, and he knows what he's got the expectation, and we're just not
mm,
delivering. Simple as that. But because he speaks about it, and because the majority of the Arsenal fan base are arse lickers, they'll go on Lee's stream and say he's negative.
fair. So do you feel like that side of YouTube gets too much hate then like the Lees get because Lee's the most popular one? Do you think he's had to go through like the runts almost of getting that sort of hate from that side of the Arteta like discourse so that everyone else can
Mm.
really like everyone it can look normal when someone else says it. But when Lee
Yeah,
says it because he was the first one to say it, it was like you're just saying it.
yeah.
Like I don't think Lee is miserable for the sake of being miserable, by the way.
No,
He's definitely not. I know people say he's never happy, but like what do you expect him to be when you haven't won anything?
exactly. Do you really think someone like Lee Gunner will be applauding the fact that we finished second 3 years in a row?
Legit. And Elijah makes a good point. Rance is an example for United. Sava is one for Spurs. Connor says Lewis is one for the Chelsea. Like there's so many examples, man. There's so many examples. Charlie put, I'd be Gunner if I was an Arsenal fan. Geezer seems like pure vibes. And to be fair, obviously he helped us get to 1K. So, bro, he's pure vibes for that. I didn't get to go on a holiday, but like when I talk to him off camera, he is. Like people have a misconception that he's just some a miserable guy.
Moany guy.
Like, do you know when we all don't talk about football as YouTubers off camera? We're like and the people in my chat understand this already as well. we're all just normal people because we're not talking about football. When we talk about football, it's something we're passionate about.
Mm.
That's the difference. Like, so we were like, "Oh, you're miserable." Yeah, I'm talking about West Ham, mate. Like, what do you expect? Like, sort of thing. So when people like Alfie, people like Lee, people like Northside, whatever, people like Views, oh, they're miserable, they're negative. Meh, meh, meh. Yeah, legit. Like, Alfie, which Arsenal YouTuber would you rap battle against?
I would say a gal, but he ain't got bars.
Hey, you know, he might bring out some Drake bars. He's from Canada.
Um, I think for Bants, I'll probably say views.
Views, yeah.
Like just for Bants,
Fairs. I wonder if Views has got
because
bars.
I reckon views has got bars.
Fairs. I think I thought you would have said AJ for the rivalry.
Who?
AJ. If Peanut.
Oh, because there's two AJs that I've got usually in
Yeah.
my chat.
Yeah. Not AJ mod AJ. Bigger AJ though. Bro, do you want to say his dad DT?
DT's not my
Hey,
dad, lads. I don't know what you're talking about.
you're allowed to collab with Pops.
He's not my dad.
Jesus Christ. Hey, you didn't want to say DT is collab though. He's got cheek
DT ain't
fillers
got
now.
bars. DT ain't
He's
got
got prison
bars.
bars. Prison bars.
He's got prison bars.
What's your honest opinion on Lee Gunner, Alfie, both of you? I feel like you're saying that because I've collaborated with him, so you might think I'm giving a biased opinion. But like I because I've spoken to him off camera as well. Like I can vouch for what he says on his streams.
Mm.
Like he is a nice guy. Like he just wants to. He's got like his mind set on the YouTube mentality sort of thing.
Yeah.
He just wants to make it. I don't know about you though. That's from like an
I've
outsider.
I've always thought he was a great guy.
Mm.
Always spoke his mind. Never didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think he knows what he's talking about as well when it comes to Arsenal. And fair play to him. Like he's in a good position because of that. And fair play to him.
Yeah, I agree. The difference is the league is not a two-horse race like it was in those days. Big up Damien. I do. Well, it's going to be interesting to see this season because I would have thought my mind would have been set on like Liverpool and City,
Same.
but Chelsea are there. You never know. You never know with Chelsea. I like to think that will be Liverpool and City set on though.
I think if Chelsea start well, because they've obviously had the Club World Cup, they won't have had much rest. And I think they've got what was it another couple of games at Stamford Bridge before the start of the season as well. So
Yeah.
I think if they start well and manage to keep all their players fresh and continue that, then they could probably be in the conversation. Whether they'll go all the way in terms of winning the league, we'll have to wait and see as the season goes on.
Yeah, that I enjoy it as well. I find it funny. I forget because they got Bayer Leverkusen. I forget it's Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen. I've just lost Xhaka, Wirtz, and Frimpong.
And lost, what was it?
Had Reki as well, the goalkeeper.
6-1 as well. What was it 6-1?
Yeah, some like
In a
youth
game
game.
against an under, yeah.
Yeah, some youth game. They lost some under 21s Brazilians. Was it Brazilians? I
I
don't
think
even
it was
remember.
Flamengo. Under 21s of Flamengo, I think.
That's crazy. Some guy was just doing skills against their whole team. Ten
Some
Hag, man,
kids
it's like
straight
everyone
out of
wants to leave
favela.
Ten Hag.
Some
I've
kids
never seen
pulled
someone
straight out
less
of
poor than
favela, bro.
yeah,
No?
legit. I've never seen anyone less poor than Ten Hag.
He got lucky
Like
because he was in fucking Holland, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. People hate on Lee for no reason. I think Lee isn't an op-ed either. Yeah, I think the chat pretty much agree with what we're saying. But like, I just I like you guys are allowed to speak your mind about your club. Like, simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah, people be saying that Lee North and them get paid off negativity. I understand what they mean, but I think it's not really fair. Yeah, because they're not choosing when they're gonna lose, bro.
No, they're
No
not.
one chooses when their teams are gonna lose. Like, I don't get that for me personally. Like, I don't get views of West Ham losing because West Ham lose all the time, bro.
Mm.
You ain't got bars either. Fair matchup.
Who said I ain't? Who, what he said? I ain't got bars.
Yeah, he said you ain't got bars, bro. They don't know about Mr. Killing It, bro. They don't know, bro.
No, yeah, they're never gonna know.
It's easy to not want to let go of narratives, though. I feel like I'm in danger of doing that with Potter at West Ham. Fair. I feel like for me, it's easy to let go of a narrative. Like, I'll just say what I see. I've been wrong about a lot of things. I've been right about some things. So I feel like whatever I see, I'm just gonna say it. I've been
Mm.
critical and praised Potter at the same time when it comes to from a West Ham perspective. I've done both when it comes to the preseason games. There's been some things I like. There's been some things I don't like. So I'm gonna, and as I said, now that you've got a preseason, just straight corn for your head top sort of thing. That is, you ain't got any more time. That's how I've always been. I was like that with Lopetegui as well. 4 games in, you're gone. Like, simple as that. But I don't think
I
Potter will be as
remember.
bad as Lopetegui. But it's
Like,
just not a great transfer window.
I wish more teams would be like Palace. Do you remember Palace in the 17-18 season? After 4 games, they was just like, "Fuck off" to Frank de Boer
Yeah, they did the right thing.
because he was shit that season.
He was awful. He was awful. Like, and they tried to. That was the first time they tried to play football. But their thing at the time was like they had like hard-working English managers. They had the Holloways, Warnocks, Allardyce, Tony Pulis, Pardew, just all of them. That was their identity at the time. I'm not saying you should always go with that, but then they finally found their guy with like Glasner. They finally found their guy, like, the guy who likes to be balanced, defensive and attacking wise, won them a trophy. Like, they finally found their guy. Don Robbie versus Alfie in an Jesus Christ, eating contest, you know.
To be fair, I could put a fair amount of food away.
No, but what's like? Could you do man versus food? Do you reckon you
What,
could do
like
that?
any one of the challenges? Say like
Yeah. So
the 30 wings in 30 minutes challenge or something like that.
yeah. Could you do that? Could you do 30 wings in 30 minutes?
Fuck
I could.
yes.
Really? Yeah. We need to see
Yeah.
that. I want to see that. Maybe one day, little vlog, a little vlog. Yeah. Alfie takes on man versus food because I could barely finish fucking 10, bruv. Like, but that's me,
Bro,
innit?
they're gone. They're gone. They're gone.
Uh, I fully hear that. Thank you everyone for the birthday wish. I pick up Merrick every single time, bro. Have an
Big up,
enjoyable
Merrick.
rest of your birthday. It can't be electric in a bad show. I can have a ghost ride to make his buzz. That's true. And then just say that they're just spiraling in the air, bro. Pick up Elijah for the super chat. Elijah, you didn't have to do that. Mike's rate West Ham transfer window out of 10 WGVO. 0, bro, because we signed 3 players and 2 of them are free agents, so 0.
Who is it?
Like, Doof is good though.
Juff, Carl Walker Peters, and Callum Wilson.
Yep.
That is
Like,
a shocking transfer window. I mean, fair enough. That's a player in every single outfield position, but like in terms of defense, midfield, and attack. But at the same time, it's nothing because I take it just a midfielder.
just a left wing back.
Also, you haven't even bought a midfielder. Jesus.
No. No. We're relying on the academy kids.
Well, when's this Hermanson deal meant to be getting done as well? Because I'm hearing things about that as well.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. We've been in Alfie. We've been interested since like a week before I went to Greece.
Fucking hell, that long.
Yeah,
That was a few weeks ago now.
yeah. I remember making a video on Hermanson to West Ham just before I went to Greece, and then we still haven't signed him. We didn't sign anyone when I was abroad either. So like we've only signed 1 starter. We barely sold anyone. Don't have a midfielder. Don't have a goalkeeper. Why is it not let me click off? There we go. I think Lee Gunner is an idiot there. I said it. Jesus. Fair enough. Damn, Damien. Damn. I mean, it's your opinion, isn't it? It's your opinion.
Who's shitting your Cheerios?
Damn, man. Fair's Damien. Everyone's opinion. I do think Arsenal are falling off this season.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
It's
you
on the
can only finish
cards.
second for so long, innit? You can only finish second for so long.
It's on the cards. I think Tottenham finish above us. I think Thomas Frank gets them going.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. They haven't had a great preseason.
They
They've
looked,
barely.
they looked, they looked good against us.
I mean, fair, but how low are we talking Arsenal then? Like, I think Arsenal finished fourth because Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool fifth. So you reckon Tottenham finished fourth? You reckon Tottenham? Oh, actually no. Yeah, Newcastle.
And the
Shit.
only way we get Champions League football then is because of the coefficient. And let's be real, can we? Is it really going to be a case of England getting 5 teams in the Champions League again? No, it'll probably be
You never know
Spain or
though, because
Germany or something.
the points are so high though, because it's like the first it's like the two nations get it. So it'll take a lot for England to fall off. And you got to understand Europa League and Conference League count in this. So who's in the Conference League now? Palace. Palace can win the Conference League. Forest won't do well in the Europa League, but Aston Villa will.
I think it'll be good to watch them games, but the only problem is can't watch it at the same time.
No,
The
no.
only way
Oh
that's
yes.
possible is if I'm watching one game on my phone and one game on the Xbox, bro.
Since I cancelled Sky, that's been a struggle to get more than one game at the same time. I can't lie.
Well, you got a Fire Stick, innit?
Allegedly, yeah, allegedly.
Oh, is
Mike,
it? There's
Mike's what can Callum Wilson add to West Ham? Injuries, a lot of injuries, a lot of injuries,
probably
a lot
lose
of
his teeth
injuries.
again because the fan will punch him. It'll probably be
Honestly,
Mike that punches him.
I'm too high up in the stadium, unfortunately. But
You climb
if I
down,
can,
you do some like Spider-Man type shit and fucking punch him.
that would have got me a lot of other shit out of my life if I was Spider-Man, bro. That would have been sick, bro. I was hoping a spider would bite me back in the day, like when I was like 3 or some shit. I could be
I want to be a
Spider-Man now.
Power Ranger.
Oh yeah, everyone wants to be a Power Ranger though. Like Jungle Fury days, the Power Ranger
Nah, Mystic
SVG,
Force, man.
What was it? Power Rangers
SPD, SPD.
SPD. I forget what the fucking letters are. Like those days, and then I remember Power Rangers Jungle Fury. I had on the fucking tape. Bro, everyone wants to
Mystic
be a Power
Force was
Ranger.
good. Mystic Force was
Mystic
sick.
Force was good.
Here
Yeah.
come the Power Rangers. Here come the Power Rangers. Nah, that intro was sick.
Hey, Power Rangers were cold. Like you're lying if you didn't watch Power Rangers as a kid, man. Come on, man. Arsenal could do a Bradley Beal fall off this season. You're gonna be like I feel like I'm gonna see a lot
Oh my god! I just got that.
I feel like I'm gonna see a lot of memes that I haven't seen in like years and years and years when it comes to
Bro, do
Arsenal.
you get
Like
it?
I'm not really.
Have you ever watched EastEnders before?
Oh, he's right. Oh, Bill, right? Okay, I don't know what happened, but I know of EastEnders because my mum watched it. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I don't watch EastEnders either. I think it's a load of shit. All of it.
But what's the joke there?
Basically, the geezer fell off the fucking pub roof and died.
Oh yeah, bro. Why is it always in these sitcoms? Yeah, they always die the same way. They always die off a roof,
And they always
down
get
the
people to
stairs,
die
and a
around
whole fire.
Christmas. It's always people around Christmas. Someone
It's a meme
dies.
on Twitter a lot. Yeah, it's a meme on Twitter. Like, who's next to what's it called? Who's next to die at Christmas on in EastEnders? That's always a thing.
Mm. On an unrelated note, I've just figured out another Arsenal YouTuber I'd love to collab with.
Who?
Lee Judges.
Oh, fucking Harry Kane! Fucking don't you? You fucking hit him. Lee is alright. As people will love Judge Mans on the clip and think that's him in a nutshell. Exactly. When people you take it out of context, short form content does not help you with YouTubers nowadays. It helps you get views. Doesn't help you with the whole talk on your name sort of thing.
Mm.
It doesn't help. That's why, because I'm glad I clipped my own stuff because I can't take myself out of context. So simple as that. I feel like with parts and unnecessary change of identity, I feel like we should have just built in the same direction, use this window to add key profiles. I hear you, bro. I hear you. We're just gonna have to see what happens now. But we don't build with this ownership anyway. There's nothing to build. It's funny that Steve Bruce is at League One Blackpool. Mark Hughes was at Bradford. Is Steve Bruce still at Blackpool? On my days, this guy's still trying to
How long
manage.
has he been at Blackpool?
I feel like a year and a half or some shit. I feel like maybe it's just been it's surely been a year and a half by now. I feel like I saw that quite recently, but not that recently.
I can't lie. I stopped taking notice of Steve Bruce after he left Newcastle.
Yeah, so did I. So did I. But I just saw Blackpool were struggling. I think they're in League One now again. So yeah. Elijah disagrees. Said no Madison, no Kulu. Yeah, to be fair, they have no creativity. They have no creativity in that midfield, bruv. Absolutely none. I think Frank will do all right in it, but like I don't think they'll finish that much higher than they did. Not in terms of like bottom half of the table. I think they'll finish
Top half.
like I need to rank like sixth, seventh, eighth. I think they'll be there around there because the quality in the league's not that great. But I think Frank's a good manager. But Tottenham haven't done enough in the window. Like I think Kudus is the only signing they've made that's outfield or that's a senior player that they haven't already signed already. Like they haven't made it like a loan to permanent, like with Tell or I can't remember who else they signed. Danso. I don't think they made many. Oh no, they signed Paulinho, but still, that's still a
Alone.
loan. That's still a
Yeah.
loan. Yeah, they've got a lot to do in that transfer window. They've done fuck all. I think Levy's relying a lot on the narrative of coaching
Hmm.
rather than actually helping the manager that he's actually employed, which Levy doesn't do. We all know Levy by now.
Do you think they need another defender? And I mean,
Um,
the only reason I'm saying this is because think about how many defenders went down with injuries last season. Think of Van der Ven, Romero. They all went down with injuries, got brought back early, then went back injured. I mean, I know it's going to be under a different manager now, but still, there could be a possibility that that injury happens again.
Romero's
Do
due
you
to
think they
pick up
need
an
another
injury, but
defender? Yeah.
I do think it didn't help that Ange used to bring players back instantly, a bit like Arteta, and also like
Mm.
his training regime doesn't help. So I feel like there'll be less injuries, but I think if they should have let go Ben Davies by now and got a proper defender. They need a backup left back anyway, like or someone in competition that's even better than Doggy that could compete with him. They've got Jed
Mm.
Spence and Porro on the right. I think what they need for me is energy in midfield and someone who can compete with Madison in creativity wise because Madison's injury prone, but he also can't do it all on his own. So I feel like they need someone there. And speaking of creativity, but said 30 mil Basuma for Paquetá, please. No, bro. No Elijah. We were linked to Duran, Amiga, Banzuzi, and Jan. So we've since sold Kudus. Why are we not interested in centre forwards or box to box midfielders anymore? Because we got David Sullivan in charge. David Sullivan is running the transfer window, bro. If Newcastle lose, big up to Villa fan, by the way. If Newcastle lose Isak, which is very likely now with Sesko coming in, they're no longer in top 5 chat, just my opinion. Yeah, I don't get the hype with Sesko, so I don't think that'll be a good signing. But I know Eddie Howe's a good coach, but I just feel like that takes out a lot of goals for Newcastle if they do actually lose Isak.
Why do I feel like Eddie Howe's going to get the best out of Cisco? Like, I just get this feeling because, like, from what I've seen, Eddie Howe's been quite good with kind of out there players. Like, you don't really know much about them. Like these niche players.
He does that a lot. He does that a lot. Like, I think Eddie Howe is very good, and I think he's almost a specialist at getting the best out of players that you wouldn't expect to get the best out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think a lot of people, like, we're not talking about Josh King now. You got the best out of Josh. We're not talking about Ryan Fraser now. We're not talking about, I don't even know anymore. Like, fucking Mark Pugh back in the day. Like, this guy got promoted with, like, Bournemouth's, like, League One team. Like, I don't think people realize how good Eddie Howe actually is.
No, he's been a good manager. I remember there were talks about him being the next England manager. Glad that didn't happen though.
Elijah said, bring this up. New food channel. When a white boy
Yeah,
gets that
I did
somebody's.
see this. I did see this.
Bro, what is going on here? What is.
Wasn't he the guy that used to be on SDS?
Yeah, Sugar Sean. Yeah, Sugar Sean. Bro, this guy, he got kicked off. He got kicked off, bro. I don't know the story behind that, though. Wilson would weigh Mike said he's 4'6". You know what? Fair enough. I'm not going to argue it. Dino Thunder was my shit alongside RPM. There. Love Island
I
is
remember Dino Thunder.
big up to Musty every single time. Man, like Musty.
Rusty.
Lee Judges looks like a West Ham fan.
He has
Yeah,
got that aura about him.
what the ball aura?
Yeah.
Nah, that's Bradley Branning though. EastEnders were cooking at that time. Oh, fair. So these men are, bruv. I swear there's been bare men have been pushed off that fucking either the pub or just some form of roof or
Yeah.
they're burning a building. It's something like
Yeah.
that. Someone's getting knocked out. They're burning a building. Some
Or
shit
run
like that.
over.
Always EastEnders. Yeah, so I always getting hit by a car. There's always like a you've been
Or
framed
someone's
type.
falling down the stairs or whatever shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because X Tower every single time. Fucking hell. I've already pulled this up. So they'll weigh like 90 kg. Please, we'll give you Solomon as well. I'm all good, bruv. I don't need any more controversy at West Ham. But also, speaking about Isak and stuff, what have you made of the whole Isak situation just from an outside point of view? So, like, Isak right now has come back to training with Newcastle. Eddie Howe said you got to earn your way to really train with the first team again. They're double downing on their stance that they need to find a striker first and have Liverpool meet to their valuation. They've had a bid rejected this week. Do you think Liverpool will get Isak? And if they do you think they clear out the league?
I think if Liverpool do get Isak, I think it's game over. I think Liverpool will be clear by like 3-4 months in. Kind of like they were last season. Like, league is theirs to lose. They'll go on a rampage if they get Isak. But also at the same time, I did just want to say that the way that Newcastle were dealing with Isak, it's not how a smart club would operate. Like, smart clubs don't sell their best players or look to sell their best players.
Too bad they don't have a choice. He's requested to leave. Like, he's refused to train.
I mean, it's kind of difficult because the situation, like the way that Newcastle fans have been with Isak as well, like they've kind of welcomed him to the club. Like, he's obviously got his own chant and stuff like that. Been brilliant for them. Like, he scored in the final which they won a trophy, and they ended their trophy drought. He scored in that final, and he's given a lot to the club. But it's just kind of like, if Newcastle want to progress, I feel like they need to be a bit ruthless in the sense of saying, like, at the end of the day, we understand that you want to explore your options, but we want you to stay for this season.
Yeah, I hear that. I just think if someone's unhappy there already, are you going to get the best version of that player?
Yeah, I completely get your point. I mean, there's been a lot of times where players have like not got the move that they wanted and just regressed completely. Like, you're seeing a shell of a player. And there are also occasions where you're seeing a player who's been poor go for an obscene amount of money and then not hit the ground running like everyone expected them to. I mean, for example, Torres, 2011.
Yeah.
Liverpool knew he was kind of going downhill. They knew he wasn't as on fire as he usually was. Managed to get, luckily enough, they had the 50 million release clause in his transfer fee. Chelsea paid it. Chelsea thought they were getting a brilliant player, a player who did always score against them.
Yep.
And they got a shell of a player. I think it took him like 3 months to score his first goal.
Yeah, they also
which was
signed him
against West
injured.
Ham. Yeah, he was injured. Yeah.
And the thing, Joy is the thing with Isak. Yeah, I think Newcastle were always going to be fine with Isak unless he requested to leave. But that was always my opinion. Like the people like Gyokeres, the people like Isak, the people that are a class above the club right now, that Eddie Howe's getting the best out of in terms of the whole team. You're fine keeping them as long as they don't refuse to trade. Like, Gyokeres is more than embraced the club more than Isak has, so he ain't leaving anytime soon. And that's why the just almost died down, because like they're happy there. Like, but with Isak, I think he's believed in his own hype, and people have been saying that he's been advised wrong as well. But I think once a player wants to leave, the next bid that Liverpool come out with, you kind of have to accept because there's going to come to a point, where you can stick to your valuation, but you haven't been able to spend that much anyway. So if you've got like 120 million plus, you should be able to spend by now. Get yourself a replacement. Cool. If it's Sesko, cool. Let it be Sesko. Just make sure you get the best out of him, whatever it is. Even though I don't rate him like that, I don't see the hype. I don't think it'll be a good signing for Arsenal, Man United, Newcastle. I don't care. I don't think he's a good enough signing just in general. But then again, he's the Newcastle are trying to win the fucking league right now, so maybe he might be able to get away with some form of leeway. But at the same time, you're going to lose a lot when you've got Isak, not just his goals, but his running in behind, his ability to take defenders on 1v1, etc., manipulate the ball with his feet, etc. But also, you've got like you've got other positions you need to address. So like, is Trippier really the right guy to be a backup to Livramento right now? Is Lewis Hall the only left back option you have? Is Fabian Schär and Sven Botman a sustainable centre back partnership right now when Sven Botman's always injured and Fabian Schär is getting on a bit? They've got midfielders now, but they've only got 3 midfielders. Like, they've sold all their midfielders basically.
They've got Tonali, Gyokeres, and
Joe Linton and
Joe
Lewis
Linton.
Miley. They've got 4. They've got 4. So there's a lot of positions to address. So if you sell him now, cool. That's cool. Spend it wisely though. But you ain't got much choice. You ain't got much choice. If you're in a bad PSR position, you ain't got much choice but to sell one of your best players. If he wants to leave.
Yeah.
They didn't have to sell Isak before this. They didn't have to. And to be fair, I think they've been slightly stingy because they were looking to buy Ekitike on top of Isak.
This is exactly what I was going to say, because I think if they were smart about it, they should have gone for Ekitike way before there was any interest, way before Liverpool had even got a sniff of him. Go for Ekitike, and then that way you can kind of play hard to get with Liverpool over Isak.
Yeah, I think, do you know what they lacked with as well? They were relying too much on the fact that they were actually considering signing Wilson on a play-to-pay contract as a backup, so they didn't have to like address that position. But at the end of the day, you can't play cheap. You have to
I
spend
mean,
money.
one of the things that's kind of a bonus is the fact that they've kind of sorted out their goalkeeper situation. But then again, they have signed Aaron Ramsdale, which we all know he can't concentrate for 90 minutes.
No, I forgot they signed Ramsdale. I completely forgot. And that's not the upgrade.
Bro's gonna hear the Champions League anthem and just lose his head completely.
Oh yeah.
Like, he'll be mid
Yeah.
corner and you'll start hearing him humming. These are the champions. You just hear him humming that.
Yeah, you're just hearing humming that and it's just see the magpie there. It's just like, oh shit, we conceded. Say swear.
No,
Say swear we conceded.
what? Nah, I never
do
knew
that.
that.
Never do that. Alfie, thoughts on rate my takeaway?
Fair play to him. Fair play to him. He does his thing, innit?
Who is he?
Do you know what? He's just the guy on TikTok that just goes around all these like takeaway places and just orders bare shit. He kind of started around I think he started before. Do you remember the whole Binley Mega Chippy trend
I
on
don't.
TikTok?
I
Nah.
don't.
One of my personal favorites is Big John.
Oh, I know Big
You know,
John. Essex buddy.
Bosh!
Yeah, Bosh. I know Big John.
I love Big John. I think Big John's brilliant.
He's class. He loves everyone, bro. This guy's so positive all the time. This guy's so positive. Love
There are
him.
people that are trying to send him abusive messages, and he's like, you know what, fuck you with it. I'm gonna take the
Yeah,
piss.
man. He's from Romford as well, I think.
Big up to Big John,
Big
and what's his name?
big
His
up Romford,
son,
bro.
who's a boxer as well.
Oh, what's his son's name?
I think it's Johnny Fisher. I think it's Johnny Fisher.
Yeah, fair.
The Romford Bull.
Romford Bull. I'd say less, man. Romford have something going for them for once. Bradley Bill is an NBA player, love, but also I don't know what Alfie is on about. So you got the wrong Bill. I think the Bill has an E at the end. The fucking
For EastEnders,
Bradley.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was
And it's not. It's Bradley Branning. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
one I was thinking of. Yeah.
So it was an NBA reference. That's why I didn't get it. Fair play.
Well, I completely went the wrong way with it.
Unbelievable. I missed out most of the show again. Being paying the house, they haven't got far. I haven't got far.
What
Big up
colour?
to Wolf every single time, bruv.
What
What you
colour?
paying the house? What's your house looking like, bruv? Newcastle should let him rot in reserves for 3 years. I don't think clubs don't have that much power anymore, unfortunately. Especially with the agents that we've got nowadays. Sure, it's preseason, but Newcastle's current preseason results tell you otherwise. That without Isak, they're nothing in attack, which makes sense. He's arguably the most clinical finisher in the world. He's up there. I think Elanga is a very fitting signing for them in terms of the fact that Newcastle are running to space a lot. I don't think he's got much quality, but I think, again, he's an Eddie Howe player. He's like a
Yeah.
little bit more nippy Jacob Murphy. Like, they paid probably too much for the guy, but I don't think it's a terrible signing just because of the coach they have. I think he'll do quite well under Eddie Howe. I don't rate him that highly. I never have, but I think for Newcastle it makes sense. But I think getting Sesko in, it's never going to be. It's very hard for them to upgrade on Isak right now. But it just means that Gordon and Elanga are going to have to step up with the goals. The midfield is going to have to step up with the goals. I want to see Joe Linton come back and step up with the goals because it's been a while since he's been making late runs into the box and scoring as well. But
Have you seen that
Tells
people are
very good
making
about the way
bets?
about what?
People are making bets that either Joe Linton or Granit Xhaka is going to get a red card in the time we're Derby.
Oh, you probably get evens for that. You probably get evens for both of them getting a red. They're definitely going to clash at some point.
Look at Mike's the gambling man.
Listen, the gambling
Right
man.
about fucking evens and shit.
Bro, you know the amount of betting ads there are, bro. The amount of, we've literally got Betway that used to be on our shirt, bro. We've got another fucking Susan Boyle Sports or whatever it is.
Didn't you have something similar back in the day?
We had Alpari and Espo bet.
Now, what was the one you had back in like 06, 07? Job serve.
Oh, Job Serve. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I forgot
That was
about
classic.
that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Or
Alfie,
there
what
was
are your
that one season, 08, 09, where you lost your sponsor and you put like the numbers on the back of the
I know
shirts or the front of the shirts as well.
Yeah, I remember that. Alfie, what are your expectations of Arsenal in the UCL, considering you beat Real Madrid and got to the semi-final last year? How far do you think you'll go?
My expectations is to go further, but what I actually think is going to happen is we're going to go out latest the quarters.
Yeah, I see that. I see quarters as well.
I think quarters we're done.
I've always said that I think you'll buck an English team. It'll be like Chelsea or some shit, and then they'll score you.
Chelsea will beat us in the Champions League.
Definitely, they have more know-how than you
Definitely.
do.
Liverpool as well. Like we've not like Liverpool beat us in the Champions League before. I know back then it was like Gerrard and Torres and Babel and players like that. But even then we got beaten.
Yeah, and I will say that, like, cool, it's a different Arsenal now, but my whole thing is with Arsenal is I think you've peaked under Arteta. I think the last season was your season. I think you haven't learned anything from your previous experiences. You've been in
No,
the Champions League 2 seasons now. You're not exactly
no.
new to the Champions League anymore. This isn't like Arsenal are amateurs, even though it's like literally other teams have been in the Champions League for less and achieved more anyway. I don't think Arsenal are going to do fuck all this season like they have for the past previous seasons. I'm like the past few seasons. I would be like, oh, I'm going to bookmark what this Arsenal fan said. They're going to win the trophy this season. I'm going to bookmark. I don't give a fuck this season because they're not going to do shit. Like, who cares? It's such a like dampened season for them. Like, it's like, who gives a fuck? We're going to be there to cook them at the end of the season. Don't get me wrong, but
I'll be with you.
who?
I'll be cooking them.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about what Arsenal fans say now? Who cares about this season? No one cares because we heard it all last season. So it's our next season. No one cares. No one
There's a
cares.
reason why people call us Netflix FC.
Yeah, man, like
The
Everett,
chief
bro.
ever said it himself. Mr. I love this game.
Man, like Everett.
I mean, man that ever, but he was snogging up a turkey.
But yeah, it was
Or
raw
was it a
chicken, wasn't
chicken?
it? Raw
Yeah.
chicken.
Or
Yeah.
eating the grass at Old Trafford. Like,
I don't even remember the grass thing. I just remember him kicking a fan at Marseille. Him having to move to West Ham after that.
oh yeah, oh yeah, I completely forgot he played for West Ham.
The Evra files are insane, by the way. That's an episode in itself, bro. The Evra files, bro. Like, he's funny, bro. They were badly lack goals, and I know nothing about the Sesko guy. Here he's inconsistent. Yeah, he's like, sure it is. He likes a long shot more than the actual finish in itself. Like, he's very like. Well, I've watched like the Leipzig when they're in the Champions League or when he plays in the national team. Every time he's throwing a goal, he panics. He doesn't
Mm.
look like a natural footballer, bro. He just looks like someone who's just there for vibes. He looks like your typical Bundesliga player without the Bundesliga stats. What I mean by that is that you look at a lot of the Bundesliga players and think, oh, they smashed in the Bundesliga like a Havertz or a Werner or whatever, or Pulisic, whoever you say. And then they come to the Premier League and do fuck all. And Sesko is going to be probably even worse than the players I just named. The Havertzes, the Werners. He'll be worse because he hasn't done anything in the Bundesliga. In positive news, though, Forest have scored 1 goal in 5 preseason games. Last game they won it was against us. The last game Forest won was against West Ham. Jesus Christ! Charlie, I can't lie.
And when did you last play them?
Like May. So do you know the day where I hit 1K? It was that day.
Fucking hell, that long?
Yeah. It was that day. It was that day when I hit 1K. That's the last time they won a game. That's crazy. Like, with Forest, as much as I don't think they'll get relegated, they'll have the most drastic fall off and embarrass themselves in Europe this season because they have not done really much in the transfer window and haven't signed players that I really know of. But also, I just don't think there's much unity there anymore. I don't think there's much unity there anymore because I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know. I think they got too much in the headlights trying to get Europe. And then they're like, how do we capitalize off this? And they've done fuck all. They've done fuck all. So Johnny Fisher. Oh yeah, so that's the boxer name. Fair enough. Thoughts on boys signing Dibbling and Dewsbury Hall? Heard it on the podcast earlier. They're cooking. I think those are good signings. I think I still think Dibbling Moyes probably won't get the best out of him. I think Dewsbury Hall will do fine. But they need that Barry guy to do well because Beto ain't it. Beto ain't doing fuck all. But also, what's it called? Their defense, Villa fan. I'm watching them in preseason. Yeah, he's not passed the ball out of play without any pressure. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do. Half the time they seem very cross and hit and hope. That's what Everton seem to do quite a lot. A lot of hit and hope crosses, and then we don't know what the fuck they're going to do from there. That's what Everton feel like to me. Me personally, I think they'll be fine in terms of relegation. I've always said that, but I just think they'll be distinctly average. I didn't really see the point of Dewsbury Hall moving to Chelsea. He could have just, I guess, stayed at Leicester, maybe got a bigger move. But Dewsbury Hall's at Everton now. We've missed out. Liverpool's attack will be amazing if they get Isak. Yeah, I think having Isak, Ekitike, Gakpo, Salah, to be fair, that's all they have. So they probably need one more. But then again, you got that Rio Donny. I don't think he's going to feature this season. Doubt it. And that Ben Doak guy. Don't know how to pronounce Doak. They're kind of fringe players. Obviously, unfortunate with the whole Jota thing, and Nunez is going to leave, Diaz is going to leave. But they're still a little bit short on numbers. That's the only thing I will say. I think it'll be similar to last season. I think Liverpool win the league, and they won't win anything else. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. I just think you got to have a little bit more numbers to rotate across, because Slot is actually very good at man management, game management, rotating players, etc. But maybe that's what like the likes of City and Chelsea have on them, is the numbers of attackers. Even Arsenal have more numbers. They just have absolutely shite quality. So he's Duran. He's way worse than Duran. He's way worse than Duran. I think Duran's considerably better than Sesko, to be honest. Hate watching Hoffenheim now. I couldn't care less if Soufal's moved to Hoffenheim, bro.
I've just seen Newcastle sent a bid to Leipzig for Sesko.
Oh yeah,
90 million.
Is that Ornstein or is it Craig Hope?
Nice, Fabrizio.
Fabrizio, what is that now? Yeah.
Yeah, about 30 minutes ago.
Oh shit. Let's I might as well bring that up. See. Yeah, Newcastle have sent official bid to Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko. If they don't accept this, they're done, bruv.
Yeah, because this is what they wanted Arsenal to pay.
80 million plus 10 add-ons. No decision yet from the player. Man United confirmed against Leipzig that they will bid if Sesko picks them. So either you're going to basically get a decision from Sesko soon whether he doesn't want to move to Newcastle, he's waiting for Man United, or like Newcastle do get him. Like, I can't lie. If Newcastle get rejected by the player before the team even like accepts it, it has been a horrendous window in terms of being rejected because I've never seen a team
United
be
got,
rejected so many times.
but United got rejected by Gyokeres as well.
That is what it is. They still got Mbeumo and Cunha.
What other players have rejected clubs this summer?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't from the top of my head. I can't remember. But like, for example, like Trafford and Mbeumo. Obviously Isak
Who
wants
wanted
to leave
Trafford?
Newcastle. This is what I'm saying. Look, Newcastle wants to all these players, but then Man City swooped in and got Trafford. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
Newcastle got Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Igor Jesus was half decent in the Club World Cup. He just signed for Forest. I don't know why I said Jesus. Jesus. Fair enough, he signed for them. We'll see if what I've heard as well is that Nuno's trying to play attacking football and it hasn't worked, and they lost to Birmingham the other day.
What's one player you're looking forward to seeing this season?
Well, like from any team.
Any team,
That's a new signing, or
just in general.
I want to see Enzo Lafay at Sunderland. I want to see how he does. I want to see how Enzo Lafay does because they brought him on a permanent. He's been highly touted before. He was probably too good for the championship, so that was ambitious in itself. So them
Yeah.
getting promoted, I want to see him and Trey Hume at Sunderland because I like Trey Hume. He's a good right back. So I want to see them two shine. Let's see how they do. Ramazani for Leeds as well. What about you?
I'm looking forward to seeing how Esteval does at Chelsea
Yeah,
because I think I
that's a good
saw him in
point.
the Club World Cup game against Chelsea and I thought he played really, really well. I think
Yeah.
they've got a good player there, player for the future as well. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing Gyokeres.
Oh yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that's just standard. Um, but I'm also looking forward to seeing how well Frimpong does at Liverpool. Whether
Yeah,
he becomes a mainstay at Liverpool, or whether he's sort of like they alternate in between him and Conor Bradley, whether he's
yeah.
like one of the first names on the team sheet.
Yeah, yeah. I think Frimpong will do well. I believe in Frimpong.
Well, I've
Uh,
got him in my fantasy team, so I hope he fucking does well.
that's a gamble and I still need to make mine. I watched the game last night and they played well, but there's cracks. Hall is a big improvement on Garner and Decore. Dibling is basically in on the right wing, so attack looks decent now. Dibling is like a slight, yeah, like he's gonna get to Ndye's level in a couple of years.
Mm.
I don't think Everton will have an okay season, but it's like you don't want to give David Moyes Ndye and Dibling. Like I don't think
What's
they're gonna play
okay in
together.
your books? Like, where do you think they finish?
I think they finished like 13th, 14th, like roughly. Roughly. If I had to guess right now about analyzing everyone else's seasons. Because I don't
Do
think they'll be in a relegation battle, but I don't think they're good enough to do anything of note.
So do you think they'll finish like maybe 6 or 9 points away from the relegation battle in teams? So I
Yeah,
assume
I'll
teams like
say
Brentford will be down there. Obviously, you said you will be down there as well.
yeah, I think 9 plus. I think maybe 10 plus. I don't think they'll be in a relegation battle, but I think they'll just be there for the sake of it. Be like
They'll make
Palace
up the
how they
numbers.
usually are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't think Ndye and Dibbling will even play together because it's Moyes, so he'll play someone like hard working like Dwight McNeil or some shit. Even Dibbling sides, McNeil was
We
playing
might
over
need to
Dibbling.
look.
This is David Moyes, bro.
Might need to look at getting another striker as well, though,
Then they got Turner Barry.
because Fez, because what's it called? Moyes come out and said he's not a fan of Beto.
He hasn't been a fan of what he's doing recently. And Beto's not great. He improved under
Calvert
Moyes, but he's
Lewin's
not great.
left, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he's a free agent. Nobody wants him,
Dagenham.
bro. I don't think they could. The takeaway ain't got paid that much, bro. We could barely pay for a fucking beer there. If Liverpool somehow get Isak, this would be the biggest Mike's curse you did on X. Yeah, I said Isak won't move. So maybe the power of the Mike's curse is still there. The only thing Slot did wrong was pull out a crazy weak team and they got knocked out of a cup. Forgot which one. Yeah, they got knocked out of FA Cup by Plymouth.
Plymouth, yeah.
Yeah, they got knocked out by Plymouth. That cost them the cup. Seafowl joining Hoffenheim. Yeah, I saw that. Mark my words, Sesko does better than Huck Torres. I think they both flop for very different reasons. in my opinion. I don't know how good though. If you mean score more goals, I don't know. It depends on how Arteta does. It depends on. I personally think, I still think Gyokeres plays on the left and Havertz plays up front. I think they play together. Havertz is not being benched. I don't see Havertz being benched. I just don't. It's Arteta. This is Arteta's guy. He stood 10 toes with him. 6'4" lanky streak of piss, stinky out on Tyneside. Hopefully, I think Sesko will be quality. Fairs. Again, 120 mil on Isak and paying 70 mil, and maybe add-ons is one is terrible business in my opinion. I guess they feel more under pressure. Isak been acting up. Yeah, they don't really have much choice now because once someone is unhappy, it's long day. João Pedro and Palmer. Looking forward to see them two link up. Chelsea side looks peak this season. Yeah, they're building something really good, to be fair. Iliman and Jaya, Everton, yeah, good player. Marlon. I think Marlon started quite well for Villa as well.
I'm
Steve
looking forward
Williams
to
is
seeing
doing a
how
little eat good.
Bournemouth do this season. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do this season. Obviously, losing Howson, he was a big part of their defence last season. Obviously, him and Zabani. But I think in a way they also have got Senesi as well, so they've kind of got an option there. It'd be kind of interesting to see how well they defend now that Huijsen's gone to Madrid.
Yeah, I think because Zabani's about to go PSG.
How have they looked in the summer series?
They looked all right. I think we outdid them. Like they battered Everton. They didn't do well against
Yeah.
Man United, and then we held them off quite well.
Did you
So it
guys
was a
beat
bit of
them
a
or
mix.
was it a draw?
We beat them 2-0.
Bears.
So
I know that
it was a
Smallcook scored.
solid game from us. Yeah, Fulkrug and Bone scored. Diouf played really well. But like Diouf. Big up to Yasser every single time. Bro, the Diddy Sullivan clip killed me on TikTok. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy, we can't call him David from now on. It's just Diddy, pure Diddy. Pure Diddy. This is a man who has shares in sex shops and shit. Yeah, Chelsea getting better and better. They always were with the amount they spent on young quality a few years ago. They just needed time to let them grow. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's what I want West Ham to do. With Diddy Sullivan in charge, it ain't happening. I think Everton will be good if they get Dibbling. They've addressed key areas as Moyes always does. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration that Moyes always addresses key areas. So let's be honest here, because when we needed a striker, this guy rejected Julian Alvarez because we had Antonio at home, even though he doesn't think that two strikers can coexist. He always wants a small squad. We were always short when he was here, regardless of the regime above him. So I don't believe in that Moyes always addresses key areas. But I don't even think Dibbling plays because it's David Moyes. Even though he gets a new signing, he doesn't fucking play them because that's what he does. And Dwight McNeil will continue to play on the right wing. I guarantee, yeah, it'll be NDI. I don't know who will be in the middle
Do you
because
think
NDI usually
Tibbling
plays on
would be
the
a
left.
good fit for?
He likes playing creative players on the left because Moyes doesn't like to play actual wingers. He'll play one winger and then play a fucking number 10 on the left. That's what he did at West Ham. That's what he did at Everton. And Jai will play on the left. McNeil will play on the right.
Do you think Dibbling would be a good fit at West Ham?
I do, but I don't think it's a priority. I wouldn't sign him before the actual positions we actually need because Bowen plays there. So it's like there's not really any point. And then you've got Paquetá in the 10. So it's like he would like it'll be all right depth, but we've also got Somerville and Guilherme, so it's like there's not really any point. Like I think we needed one more winger and one more 10. But if George Murphy's part of the plans this season, if Guilherme's part of the plans and Somerville's part of the plans, there's not really any point. I think just sign at 8 and a goalkeeper, and then I won't think West Ham will be down there. That's
I get what you
me,
mean.
but we probably won't get either. I reckon Everton are in contenders for conference because a lot of clubs will fall off. I don't think Everton are going to be anywhere near the. I don't know where you guys have got this Moy stuff from, but they're not going to do fuck all. They need to sell into their new stadium as well. Like they're building something all
It'll
right,
take them
but
a
you can't.
while.
I don't think you guys realize how Moyes actually plays his squads. Like he plays the same team all the time, and he won't rotate.
Not only that, you got to also think about teams that have gone to new stadiums. How quickly has it taken them to get settled in? I mean, let's be real. Like West Ham have been at the London Stadium for how long now? What are we talking 7, 8 years?
Yeah.
You've barely got your feet under the table in terms of being at that stadium. Like, fair enough, you've won the Conference League, but apart from that, there's still I'm sure there's still a certain percentage of the West Ham fan base that still want to go back to the Boleyn.
I don't think there's anyone that wants to be at the London Stadium. I don't think there's a single West Ham fan that likes that stadium that doesn't work for the club, that is compromised in some form of fashion. I think everyone that actually goes to the stadium doesn't want to be there. Gyokeres isn't as good as everything makes out. I've been saying it since he scored a hat trick against C. To be fair, Charlie hasn't rated Gyokeres for time. I remember that Sporting City game. I wait and mid Mike's. You did another Mike's curse at West Ham versus Everton watch along. You said Bournemouth would win the summer series, and Bournemouth lost to Man United and West Ham. Hey, fuck's sake, man. Hey, Warrior, if you have that clip as well, yeah, I feel like I might actually have to make a video on the Mike's curse storyline. I might have to do that. I'm
There's
excited to
going to be
see
a
how
lot of
Sam
things
reads
clipped from
this
me this
season.
season, I swear. There's going to be a lot of things clipped from me this season.
Yeah, there probably will be. You're in for. You probably will go bald via Arsenal this time, not even by you shaving your head.
Might die at this time, I can't lie.
Botafogo reached agreement with Bournemouth to sign Neto.
There's
So that means John Victor could move to West Ham. Yes, John Victor. That is an actual person. That is a good. We're taking a cheap option again, getting a goalkeeper for 8 million instead of getting Hermanson. But let's see
is
if
it a
this guy does
Brazilian
any good.
goalkeeper?
Yeah,
And his
with
name
two
is
first
John
names.
Victor.
Yeah, with two first names, two English first names.
He does not realise how badly he's going to get the piss taken out of.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, I don't know. I don't know how good he is, but some man are
Who
hyping
do
him,
you
some
play
man are
for?
not hyping him. Botafogo.
Oh, Botafogo. They were in the Club World Cup, weren't they?
I don't know. I only watched the quarters, and I know Palmeiras win it. I don't know about Botafogo. I think
I
they
think
probably
it was
were.
Palmeiras and Flamengo, so it might not have been Botafogo then.
Yeah, we got
I think
Fafana coming back
everyone.
now. He'll be fit. He'll be 6 times the jump. Fafana, man, he's got to stay fit for you, man. Moy stuck with the same formation tactics pretty much the whole time as well. He never addressed that. Yep. Somerville will be another corner. Need another left winger. The problem is we have wing backs as wingers now, so I don't think Somerville will be another corner. I'm going to say that out of hope. I don't think he's going to lose all of his pace.
Would you say that David Moyes has kind of been okay everywhere he's been, apart from say Man United and Sunderland?
I think he did. Overall at West Ham, he did really well. He's just very stubborn. I think at Everton he did really well. I think at Sociedad he did shit. At Sunderland he did shit. At Man United he did shit. I think that's all the clubs. And
I mean, you
Preston he
know
did
how
well
bad it
because we
is.
started off. He
You
does
know how
really good
bad
or
it.
really shit.
You know how bad it is when he. You know how bad he was at Man United when fucking Brian Giggs is having to take charge for the last 4 games.
Oh yeah, but he should never got the job in the first place. So, like, as to quote a man that's
You got the
been
job on
quoted
the
plenty.
technicality of a manager who
Yeah,
recommended you. You are
yeah, I was about
nothing.
to
You had a
say.
few, and you had a waste of time. Good night.
Yeah, I was about to say. So, Musty wasn't trolling this time. For once, West Ham have got a bomber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, advancing to West Ham are advancing to key stages of John deal.
Or is his
West
name
Ham
John?
advancing of John deal. Why is he?
You're right,
Why
John.
did it? John.
You're right, John. How you been?
This guy, bruv. Man's a
Click
John.
that. Mike's tweets live on stream.
That ain't getting shit. But yeah, Warriors put in the chat. Big up to Warrior. West Ham advancing to key stages of John deal with Botafogo of official bid exclusive revealed last week. John wants to move and the clubs are discussing on fee deal structure. So nothing's happened, basically. Basically, nothing's happened. West Ham truth nuke. We actually did get a bomber for once. I honestly have zero love for this squad. I fully understand that. I don't like half of this squad, to be honest with you, either. West Ham were good under Moyes' new stadium, though. Yeah, we were good in the second stint. But The stubbornness drained us.
But you were better under Bilic at the fucking bowling.
Better than the last 2 seasons in terms of Premier League. Like as the team, obviously we won a Conference League in one of those seasons, so technically yes and no. In terms of the actual team, yes. In terms of the season, no, obviously not. But also that Bilic season was literally pure vibes. Last season, Upton Park and Pyatt. So it's just sentiment and Pyatt basically, and Noble playing out of his skin.
That team was just crazy.
Yeah, it was just mad. It was just a bunch of madness. Like Arsenal moved to the Emirates 20 years ago and haven't won a major since. Have you man settled into your home?
No.
Want to go back to Highbury? Moyes was good for a while, and then the last 2 years were a disaster. Yeah, fair. The season after the conference was people can say, "Oh, but you finished 9th." Okay, go to 142.09. I remember this. Warrior. I remember this. Arsenal to finish below Chelsea next season. I agree. I think Chelsea finished 3rd and Arsenal finished 4th. John's a good name, to be fair. I know why you're saying that. But no. The season we won the Conference League, we fell off. Yeah, that is also true. We actually did fall off in that season, to be honest with you. John Victor is a career mode 15th season regen. Yes, he is, man. And that is basically what we're getting. West Ham getting John Victor from John Textor's Botafogo. Who the hell is writing this shit? John Textor owns Botafogo as well. This might as well be his son, bruv. We were awful that season, winning the cup, kept Moyes' job. This is facts. We're fighting relegation that season. We was. United, Sunderland, and Everton's second stint. Yeah, I think Everton so far, he's just doing what he's meant to be doing. I just think people are overrating and overhating every single time. So, like, if he lost a game, obviously you've got the typical people coming out. But if you won a game, it's like, this is why West Ham should have fucking sacked him. Like, people can't have general discourse when it comes to David Moyes. I just don't think. I think he has a lot of friends in the media, so the narrative is always going to be positive for him ever since he's not a Man United manager anymore. He's one of Everton's best managers for sure. Yeah, definitely. The John incident, bro, is called John. Yeah, bro, is just called John. Big up to Matt from Twitch. We were only 6 points of being relegated. I'll be honest, I prefer season finishing just above relegation and winning a trophy. Of course, but that's not going to happen every season. People called Moyes too defensive. He plays with a 10, 2 wingers and a CF. We are now playing a 5-3-2. I know what you're saying. I'm not necessarily a fan of the approach either of this manager, but Moyes also sat back with 4-2-3-1 despite having those 2 10s and 2 wingers, 10 and 2 wingers, and also played a 10 on the wing. So we basically played with 1 winger every single time. Most of the time we had Paquetá and Fornals on the left. We only really played with 1 winger.
To be fair, I actually think Arsenal probably do well in a back 3.
We need a back 3 manager.
I think so.
Who would you get?
What back 3 managers are out there?
I don't know. Like, Inzaghi's already gone. You're not getting Glasner. I don't think you want Amorim.
No, don't want Ten Hag either.
Ten Hag's not even back 3 manager. Xabi Alonso's gone to Real Madrid. No, not even that. He's 4-2-3-1 usually. Xabi Alonso's gone to Real Madrid. I don't know. I don't know.
I just think a back 3 could work.
Maybe, yeah. Like, I just think you just don't go the route you've gone down before of getting the project manager. Just go and get someone who's a serial winner. That wants, and not when I mean serial winner, I don't mean just wins cups and he bins off the league. I mean he goes for everything and he leaves with something. Like, if you got second now, but cool, you went for that FA Cup and Carabao Cup and Champions League and you won one of them at least every single season. If you want to get Conte of Napoli, you'd be there. You'd have to back him every single season. You'd have to spend money every single season of what he specifically wants. Otherwise, he's crashing out and leaving. But that is probably the best back 3 manager that is out there.
But would he want to leave Napoli? Because he's quite comfortable at Napoli at the moment, right?
Yeah, because he was about to leave. And we'll see how this season goes. Either this season he crashes out or they win the league again. They're in the Champions League, so they'll probably do shit in that because Conte's shit in Europe. He doesn't do well in Europe. He's never done well in Europe. It was okay, but I prefer entertainment over winning things and being depressed all season. I don't prefer entertainment over winning things. I just prefer whatever your tactic is, do it well and get me up there, go for it, and win something. I just don't believe in the trade-off of so-called being shit and win a trophy, and that is all you can do. I believe in ambition since we are in the London Stadium. West Ham, I don't believe in West Ham can't play good football either just because we've played shit football in the past, because you're not playing the same West Ham team as you did 10 years ago. Because some people use that argument as well. It's stupid. But you don't have to entertain me, but you have to make everything work what you're doing. If you're playing possession-based football, make it work. If you're playing defensive football, make it work. I will call out your tactics no matter what tactic you play. That's the way I see it. That's just for me. I know a lot of West Ham fans like either just entertainment or I just want to finish in Europe, and that's it. But like, you can't. There shouldn't be an either or, because that's what online discourse will create. Is John any good? Fuck knows, bro. I am not watching the Brazilian league, but some guy tried to give me abuse on Twitter because he said I don't watch the Brazilian league, and I said you're literally, bro. Your name is John as well, bro. You don't watch the Brazilian league, like
you ain't Steve. Like Steve's watching every league.
Exactly. Strasbourg Steve has a VAR room. What do you have? Fucking Twitter account. You're right-handed, and you're right-handed. You're like moving mad, bruv. Yesterday, I think you called out Fulcrook and he scored right away on the watch along. Yeah, I just think he could have got more into the game, and then he did that. Like I turned the fucking thing on. Like I had to change link, and then we scored straight away. Tottenham third. Tottenham are definitely not finishing third.
No fucking way.
Damien, man, you're one miserable bastard. West Ham. We're shit, bro. Let's just go on loan elsewhere. Fuck it. We'll be like Specs Gonzalez, bro. Just go on loan to a random club every fucking year, bro.
I mean, have you seen that clip of fucking Specs leaving Chris Wood a suite?
Yeah. I've seen that.
There you go, Charlie. Go support Forest.
Oh, fucking hell. You started him. The Bowen was some buy from Moyes. Maybe his best ever buy. Yeah, probably his best buy. Yeah, definitely his best purchase. Because there's not going to be anyone else.
Oh, what? It was Moyes that bought Bowen?
Yeah. Basically, Moyes was in there for a month. Just before Bowen joined. I think Moyes joined like late November, December. We got Bowen like late January or some shit. So maybe 1 or 2 months. But I can also name you like 10 or 15 players that Moyes bought that weren't good. I think our squad has mad gaps in it. I don't see how you sell Gyokeres and still end up with Bowen up front. I don't even, to be fair. It's always Charlie Jones to Chelsea. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go because I'm scrolling through the comments.
No worries.
To be fair, Moyes did do great with the Bowen transfer. Yeah, but Bowen, Paquetá, Gyokeres were all good buys though. Gyokeres one is half and half because of 2 seasons. Paquetá, for the most part, Bowen's a good buy. But I could also say he didn't know how to use Skamaka. He also bought Vlasic on a last minute deal. Also got Alex Crow as an emergency and didn't fucking play him. Like there's bare. I could be here all day. He also was approved again shit. I could go here. I could be here all day. No, it's just if I had to choose, I choose to dribble over football over glory every time. But still, though, I would just rather if you win, nobody cares what kind of football you play, bro. Like, if you win, nobody cares. But that's the point. Is like, I don't believe in that. When we won the Conference League, that is sustainable still. I'll just keep him because we won. No, no, we were up there. Why can't we be up there and win something? Because we literally got to a semi-final in the Europa League. I was up there. But also, then again, we also did fall off in the second half of the season because we didn't capitalize on the transfer window because Moyes wanted a small squad and we have David Sullivan who's cheap. So 2 Davids, both like dildos in them. Yeah, okay, I've already addressed this. David and I agree, man. Blame it all on our little bald, idiotic owner. Wish nothing but horrid things on him. Alfie, I'll punch the fuck out of you, I swear. I ain't nice, I'll bully the fat kid. Oh, fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake. You've let out a beast in Charlie now. He's just gonna be relentless throughout the whole time, bro.
I'm scared. Look at my face. I look scared. I'm really scared.
Well, you're not scared, yeah?
I'm really scared. I'm really scared.
Okay, clip that. Alfie, what you got coming up?
I've got a few live streams coming up. Obviously on Wednesday I'll have the watch along for the Villarreal game, plus the match review after that, and a short. Um, Again on Saturday for the game against Athletic Bilbao, and then after that I've got the Community Shield watch along, and I've already eaten, mate. Um, and then I've got the watch along for the Super Cup as well next week,
Yeah.
and obviously watch alongs and match reviews and match previews and stuff across the channel all season.
Yep.
Plus, we soft launched the show with me and Elijah, and yeah, I'm looking to do another show with like after the games as well, like a day after the games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
big things
Okay.
coming up on the channel.
Yeah, subscribe to Alfie, people. His link is in the title. When's the pod with Waterboy? Summer series will be tomorrow. Summer series tomorrow.
Yeah, I've
Tomorrow
got something I
10 p.m.
want to talk about on summer series. I'm gonna keep it for summer series.
Yeah, so do I. I've got something I want to talk about as well. So we will be there, people. We will be there. So tomorrow 10 p.m. will be the summer series, guys. We're gonna redirect to Elijah. So quick with a long talk. Go and say Max Raid, and yeah, take care and peace, people.